before the school year starts on your class homepage, you need to have put in, it's called a rubric, but really it's your criteria set or your strands. To do this is really important because every time you set an assignment, that list will come up and you'll be able to choose which strands or criteria you're using when you're setting an assessment. So make sure you've got rubrics on your homepage, and once you've got it on your homepage, you go to Edit Rubrics and you'll come to a screen such as this. Now it's important here that you realise that that first box, it's asking you to put basically a heading. When it says Add Group, I won't go into the details, but the way it's structured, it needs a heading for this set of criteria or strands. So if I'm doing my biology criteria, I'll do two sets to this video. I'll talk about criteria first and then strands secondly. Let's start with criteria for year 11 and 12 and some year 10 classes. So put the heading here, biology criteria. And as soon as I put that heading, you can see it says add criterion. Now, if you've already got a document with those criteria are, it's just a matter of now going and cutting and pasting. So if I go there, Command C, and then Command V, that one's in there. I'll pause the video here and I'll go through and complete that, and I'll show you what happens next. Okay, I've now entered all the criteria there for my biology criteria. Now I go to Save Changes, and they'll be listed there now on the home page. You can see them listed there. So the good thing about this is that now when I go to set an assignment, if I go to post due work, I won't go through the full process here, that's for another video, but if I go down here to the section that says mark type, if I select rubric, you can see there my biology criteria there. Not sure why it says no criteria available, but anyway, I can select my ZTCBA, and then I can select which of the criteria I'm going to assess there. So there we go. That enables you, when you set an assignment, to select criteria and assess them via the ZTCBA result set. In a moment, I'll show you how to do strands. Okay, how do we set it up for strands? Well, we put in here science strands, and then we can add in the different strands for science. As you can see, I paused there and I added the 3 strands in that I require for my science course. And if I go save changes, you can see there my science strands are in there. When I go to select select post due work here, and I go down to mark type, I select rubric, and I can select cause for concern, developing, consolidating, extending there if I wish, and then I can select the strands here and here. So there we go. So having entered those criteria or strands, I'm now set up for the whole year. I don't have to do that every time I want to do an assignment. They're now firmly fixed on my homepage for the students to see and for me to select when it's time to post due work.